Hello everybody, my name is Anya and I'm the No Frills Mama. Today's episode will be all about creating a more sustainable kitchen. I don't know about you guys, but this pandemic has seen me spend the most time in the kitchen than I ever have in my entire life, having to cook 3 meals a day. If before I could eat out every now and then, now every meal was made at home. I mean, it's a good thing too, because I also realized a lot of the things that we do are very wasteful. But this time, because I spend much more time at home and in the kitchen, I've realized that there are a lot of swaps we can make to have a more sustainable kitchen. Even before the pandemic, I actually made this switch, which is my first tip. Ditch the bottled water. You know, those 5-gallon ones that you order, or even the ones with a faucet thingy? Guys, it's so not sustainable because number one, the quality of the water is really questionable. Unless you have one of those, I don't know what you call those water testers. You don't really know if the water you're drinking is clean. And next, the dependability or non-dependability of the water delivery guys. Now, you know what? The time that made me decide to quit ordering bottled water was when we were a whole household and we were left with just one water bottle of drinking water, and we were like depending on these guys who said they would deliver, and guess what? They didn't. I had enough of that, so we decided to get a filter attached to the faucet. And in addition to that, we also got a pitcher that has a filter. So you can go for either one, and at least you're sure of the water quality and spares you from having to depend on those water delivery guys. And you also produce much less waste. Tip number 2, as I always say, let's refuse single use. A lot of the things we use in the kitchen are single use. Like after one use, you just throw it. It is easier, it's more convenient, but hey, guys, conservation over convenience, right? So here are a few swaps you can do. Instead of paper napkins, why don't you go back to the olden days, like when I was growing up and we had servilletas, we had table napkins that were made of cloth. And my lola, I don't, because she was a home economics teacher, we even had our initials stitched onto our table napkin. So it can add some cuteness to your dining table, and it's also more sustainable. You can also have, instead of paper kitchen towels, you can use reusable ones like this one that are really absorbent, and they're cute too. And so you can just wipe up your mess and then use it again. I think we've just gotten so used to being a throwaway kind of people that we just actually have to go back to the things we used to do. Another swap you can make is to switch from plastic wrap to beeswax wraps. So what is a beeswax wrap? Basically, it's a piece of fabric that is immersed in beeswax. They're so cute, number one. But also, you can use these again and again, like to cover like your leftovers that you ate in a bowl. Just cover it. And then if you can actually mold it, because now it's beeswax, right? So you can mold it and it's gonna be sealed shut just like it would with plastic wrap. Tip number 3 would be to use DIY cleansers. Guys, ditch the commercial cleaners and start making your own. I'm sure you have vinegar and what else? Baking soda and maybe lemons to clean your stuff at home. Also, aside from that, since you already use commercial cleaners, right? There are so many refill stations nowadays where you can just refill your dishwashing liquid, your hand soap, and anything else you might need in the kitchen or the bathroom for that matter. So these are my tips to have a more sustainable kitchen. This is the No Frills Mama, and I'll see you at the next episode for more tips on motherhood, parenting, and everyday living without the frills.